Hey guys, what's up? Chelsea here. I noticed this gender tag project on Instagram the other night, and someone named Ashley Wild, who I'm actually unfamiliar with, I don't know her that well, but I did look at her page. She's got some pretty cool videos. She started this gender tag project, which is basically a way for anyone, despite your sexuality or whatever, or gender, to explain in a series of questions like how you perceive yourself in that kind of way. So, I'm going to start with the first question. Number 1, how do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? I think I would self-identify probably as androgynous, which is kind of a mixture of both. I've never fully felt female, and I've never ever fully felt male, so I don't really know if androgyny would be like the one like in the middle that I would pick, but that would be what I would choose. And what does that definition mean to me? I think that it gives me a little bit of leverage for either way I want to perceive myself or express whatever gender I want, because this way I don't have to choose one day, oh I want to look more feminine today, or oh I want to look more masculine. I can just go with either one that I want to do. Number 2, what pronouns honor you? I think that I generally go with she, her, hers, that kind of female pronouns, absolutely. Neither one really affect me. I don't really care either way. I'd prefer the she, her, and hers one, but sometimes I understand when people get confused. Number 3, describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. I'm generally a t-shirt, basketball shorts kind of person, except in the winter I wear boots and jeans because I like fish a lot and it gets really cold. So in the summer I only wear jeans. If I ever wear jeans, I'm wearing boots, and then if I do wear jeans in summer, it's because I'm fishing or I'm out doing something out in the woods or whatever. I wear one hat. It's a Nike hat, and I generally only wear that when I'm fishing or when I don't want to do anything with my hair. But other than that, there's like 4 pair of shoes, including my boots, that I wear all the time. I never go out of those. I don't really buy new shoes very often. I mostly just black t-shirts. I bowl, so when I go to bowling tournaments, I do wear like khaki shorts or sometimes dress pants. It depends what kind of tournament it is and how lenient the dress code is. And then I wear a polo with my name with Chelsea on the front, like right here, and then Barnes on the back. So that will depend on my tournaments. And I kind of just go with what I want. If I'm too lazy to actually get dressed up, then I'll just like put this on like with the t-shirt and like basketball shorts. Alright, number 4, talk about your choices of body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? What do you choose to shave or choose not to shave? I generally style my hair like this. This is actually a lot shorter than it usually is. It's kind of flippy, but I like it that way. I do not have facial hair. I don't think I'm even capable of growing it. I'm glad I don't, because I would hate to shave it. That just sounds awful. I don't shave my arms. That's about the only thing I don't shave. I feel like I look weird with naked arms, basically. So, and I hate shaving so much. I just feel like I personally feel disgusting if I'm too hairy. So I will let my legs go usually for like a few weeks if I'm just too lazy to shave them. But after a while it gets disgusting to me and I can't take it anymore. Talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? I do not wear makeup. I've worn makeup twice in my whole life, and I was forced both times. I've never been into it. Don't even know how to put it on. I know what like mascara is, but when it comes to like blush or like foundation, I have no idea how to put it on or even what it is. People try to explain it, and they're just like, it's like right over my head. I don't know what's going on with that. I do not paint my nails. I've got my nails done one time in 8th grade when I went through this like girly phase, and I took them off the next day. I just bit them all off in the middle of class. I hated them so much. I don't use perfume. I do use cologne. Generally Axe. I have like 4 Axe up there. For deodorant I use Axe. For shampoo I use Axe, and sometimes I'll switch to Old Spice. Like I do have one Old Spice deodorant up there on my dresser. generally I'm more of an Axe product kind of person. I do use Rue 21 Carbon for like cologne, but only on like a nice like day if I'm going out or something and not staying in the house. Number 7, have you experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? This happens quite often to me. I'm misgendered all the time. Usually anywhere I go I'm misgendered, or they misage me. Like they think I'm like 12, I'm not, I'm almost 19. I'm actually in college, I look young. But I am misgendered very, very often, all the time. It actually depends what I'm wearing for the day, because I'm generally a flat-chested person, always have been, but if I'm wearing a tight shirt, they can kind of see I have like the female body shape, so it's more obvious, and I'm really short too. I'm like 5 foot tall, so that kind of puts it out there as well that I'm actually female. It does not bother me. Sometimes I'll correct it. It only bothers me if like my family is with me, like my parents or something, because then they get like all upset about it and they want me to address that. But I usually will not correct them. They'll correct them though. But I won't ever correct anybody, especially because most of the time it's someone I'm never going to see again, or I'm going to see like once a week when I go to Walmart. Like I don't have a relationship with them, so I don't care enough to. But if I'm like I'm in college, so if I go to a class and they misgender me, I will correct them, because I'll have to spend a whole semester or year with them. So I'll let them know, like, hey, I'm not a guy. So, do you experience dysphoria? How does it affect you? I do experience dysphoria a little bit. I've always been very, very confident with myself and my body. I've always been more masculine. From bowling, I assume, I've most house 5s. This is my 14th year. And that has given me a sort of guyish build. Like I'm short, but I've always had like the broad shoulders, like the big muscles, and I got huge calves and stuff like that. I do experience dysphoria with my chest. I do wish my chest was flatter. That is one of the reasons why I'm not sure if I am transgender or if I'm whatever else. I did go through a phase where I thought I was transgender, but then I thought about it and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to come out as transgender because I don't want to be wrong in the future. Because there was one part about me that I just assumed like I would never, ever, ever want a penis. I would never want it. I'd probably cut it off if I had one right now. So I always just assumed that automatically disqualified me as being transgender. I know that's not true now, but I do wish I was flat-chested. Like, if I could get them removed, I totally would do that, just because I hate it. I hate it so much. They're just there, and they make no difference to me if I have them or not. I do not wear regular bras anyway, and I don't even like wearing bras half the time, so it would just be cool to go to the beach and be able to take my shirt off, because that's just awesome anyway. Less to worry about, less to change out of wet clothes whenever you get home, so that has definitely affected me a lot as a kid. I remember, like, as a kid, I didn't ever think about, oh, I like girls, or oh, I think I'm gay or something. No, it was always, I want to be a boy. But now that I've grown older, I've realized that I don't want to be identified as a male. I do not want to be. Number 8, talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you want to carry a child if that were an option for you? Do you want to be the primary caretaker for any children you may have? I do not want children. Absolutely not. People always like, oh, you're going to change your mind, you're just still young, maybe when you're like 25 you want one. I do not want kids. Absolutely not. I love kids. I have a baby who lives with us right now. It's my nephew. My parents are raising him. I absolutely adore children. I wouldn't trade them for anything, but I personally do not want kids. I've always said that if I found a girl that I fell in love with so much and I just want to spend the rest of my life with her, that she wanted a child, she could have a child. I personally would not carry the child. It would not, absolutely not happen. But I don't want to get married either. I just want to work and go on from there. I've always said I do not want to spend the rest of my life with one person. And I have a girlfriend now, so if that happens, it happens. But I'm not looking for that. So going along with that, I would not want kids. Absolutely not. But I'm always open to it if I found a girl that I was in love with, that she wanted that. So, I know for a lot of people that's a deal breaker automatically, which I don't like dating anyway half the time, so I don't think it would be much of a problem for me. But that's just me personally. I do not want children at all. But if I did, I would want to be the primary caretaker. I would absolutely want to raise them as I was raised, strict, old-fashioned kind of thing. Make sure they're respectful to everyone. I'd absolutely want to be a primary caretaker. Number 9, talk about money. Is it important to you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? Is it important to you that you earn more than any partner you may have? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you uncomfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you? For my family, if I ever had a family, yes, I'd want to provide financially, but I think it should go both ways. Society needs to realize that we are living in a completely different generation. Back in like the 40s and 50s, yes, it was generally the man brings home the bread, and the woman is the nurturer of the children. Now, I think there's a completely different generation. It should change, absolutely. I would want both of us to contribute to the payments. We could maybe half it. If I was to make more than her, which I don't care, it does not bother me either way. Money is money. I've never really been a materialistic person anyway, where I need to make money, like a lot of money. But I am going to school to be a surgeon, so I know I will make a lot of money. But to me, it makes no difference. So if I found a woman that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, given that I am going to be a surgeon, I would be okay with her not working and me just paying the bills. That would be perfectly okay. But if she wanted to work if she also wanted to work like just to get out of the house, that'd be fine too. I would be okay with that. For dates, I do like to pay. It really, really bothers me if I'm going on a date and they try to pay. Occasionally, I'll do halvesies. I'll like halfway. I'll pay for part of it. She'll pay for part of it. But when it comes to like hanging out with my best friend and she offers to pay, that's okay. I'll pay too if I have the money. No big deal. It's different when it's your best friend to when you're going out on a date with somebody. Now, if we start dating and we're going out all the time and we like half it on a lot of things, or she pays one time, I pay another, that's okay too. Generally, money's never really been a big deal for me. Number 10, anything else you want to share about your experience with gender? I definitely think that gender has affected my life immensely, like absolutely affected my life. With being